We're going to ground and we're going to move right into a visualization. So, what I want you to do first is just get comfortable in your chair, however that feels like to you. Just sit back or sit forward. I'm like, whatever feels comfortable. Eyes open, eyes closed, whatever helps you just get connected with your body. And we're going to take that time. Good. What I want you to do is to pay attention to your awareness. We tend to spend a lot of time with our awareness out in the world and for good measure and meaning, right? We want to make sure the saber-toothed tiger isn't going to get us. We want to make sure that we're not going to get eaten by monsters in the dark. So we tend to put a lot of awareness out here with other people and the space and what's going on. And so I'm just going to invite you to take this awareness that's all around you, that's paying attention or kind of half here and a little bit over there. And I'm going to invite you to call all of it back to you. So we're going to release the people and whatever they're doing. We're going to release the work projects that are calling our name. We're going to release all of those things. And we're just going to bring that awareness. It'll be waiting for you. Don't worry. And I'm going to invite you to pay attention as that awareness comes into your bubble. That is the space from fingertip to fingertip. It goes above your head and it goes all the way down below your feet. And you're just going to bring your awareness to that bubble. Just pay attention to the difference. Maybe play, jump outside of the bubble, come in the bubble, jump outside of the bubble. And I just want you, if you can, if you can't, it's okay. If you can, notice the difference between what it feels like to be outside of your bubble and what it feels like to come inside of your bubble. And just want you to get used to feeling you, of differentiating between you and the world. Okay, so then we're going to swim our awareness through our bubble for just a moment. And as you kind of swim, like if you want to picture it, whether you want to picture it swimming or flying Peter Pan style, I just want you to kind of like move through your bubble with a little magic net. And we're just going to capture any of the kind of yucky things, anything that doesn't serve you, that's kind of been swimming around in your energy for a hot minute. We're just going to gather it with a net. And your movement through your bubble is going to be free and easy. It's going to feel fun and joyful. And this net is only going to capture what doesn't serve you and it's going to leave behind what does. So, your sexiness and your sauciness, your confidence and your power, that amazing thing that happened this week or last week, that's going to stay in your bubble. But the discouragement and the fear and the doubt and that thing that person said that maybe had nothing to do with you, but you picked it up anyway, or that stress that isn't yours to hold, like any of that stuff, we're just going to gather it with a net and we're going to fly ourselves down to the bottom of our feet where there's kind of a little drain at the bottom. And we're going to just cast that net into the drain and we're going to allow it to be taken away down into the earth for the earth to cleanse, for the earth to absorb, and for us to be given back light and life. Just going to do a cleansing. Beautiful, beautiful. Good job. Now we're going to take that awareness and we're going to drop down into our bodies. Okay, so coming into our body, I want you to pay attention to the various sensations you might be feeling. There might be parts of your body that immediately call out with tension or pain that are like, look at me. We're just going to send a little bit of love there. Oh, I see you. I feel you. Thank you for being with me today, body. Thank you for holding me, body. And I will come back with some love a little bit later, like some like physical love. If you need to rub a spot or whatever, we're just going to make note of it, but we're going to send love to those areas that might feel tense. We're going to express gratitude for the way that our bodies have held us, sustained us, taken care of us. Maybe send a little bit of love to those shoulders that tend to carry so much. Just gonna be like, thank you. Thank you for all that you've done. We're going to release that weight, not ours to carry. Thank you, neck that may feel tense. Ooh. Thank you for allowing us to see so many perspectives. Thank you to all of our bones that give us structure and our muscles that give us support. Thank you. So just scan through your body, and there might be places that feel joyous. You're like, oh my gosh, it feels so good to be alive. I'm so excited. Yes. We receive that. We receive that. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to take that awareness after expressing gratitude and paying attention to our body. I'm going to invite you to drop down one more level. This is your heart center that we're stopping at. Okay. This is your space, your inner sanctum, even more inner than your body. We're just going to hang out in your heart center for just a moment. Just a moment. Being in here, feeling love for her and feeling love from her. And I just want you to pay attention to how your heart space feels. Does your heart feel open? And we're not judging. This is not a judgment exercise. This is simply bringing awareness. That's it. We just want to be aware. Does our heart feel open? Does she feel tight? Does she feel light? Does she feel dark? And if dark, is it a yummy darkness? Like, ooh, this is a break from the world? Or is it like a fear-filled darkness of I don't know where to go next and I'm afraid? Does she feel receptive? Are there doors around her or walls? Just pay attention. And whatever she's feeling right here and right now, I'm going to invite you to extend to her an offer of love, acceptance, and safety. Meaning, wherever she's at, however she feels, let her know that you're not judging her. Let her know that you're grateful that she's showing up for you and that she's communicating to you, that she's giving you insight and information. And let her know that you're here to work with her and to protect her. So it is safe for her to be open. It is safe for her to receive, especially in this space. It is safe for her to turn the lights on. And it is safe for her to choose into peace, to choose into hope, and to choose into expansion. Okay. There's going to be stretching that happens, but we're not going to stretch her or you so much that you're going to break. We're not looking for a snap here. We're just looking for a gentle, powerful stretch, that movement into expansion, just like our lungs. We're not going to inhale so much that they explode in our chests and we all die. We're just going to breathe in enough that we feel that stretch. And then we're going to release. And that's what we're inviting her into today. The deep, abiding peace of life and light, knowing that we've got her, okay, as much as she can. So I invite you to brighten up the space. I invite you to open the doors a little bit if there's doors, or take down those walls. And just allow her to exist in safety. We got her. We got her today. Okay. And then from this space inside, grounded to our heart center, we're going to do just a quick grounding to earth because we want to be tucked in with infinite source energy. So I invite you to reach your energetic roots down into the earth beneath you, as deep as you can go, 20 feet, 50 feet, 1,000 feet, all the way to the center. Wherever you can go today is beautiful and whole. Okay. We're not going to force it. We're just going to allow. This is an allowing process that's going to unfold today. So we're going to allow our roots to reach down and to connect at whatever depth they can. If you can get all the way to the center, I invite you to wrap your roots around that anchor point waiting for you in the center of the earth. Whatever size, shape, color, whatever object is there waiting for you, we're not going to judge it. We're simply going to receive it. We're going to wrap our roots around that anchor point and receive of that infinite source energy from the earth, traveling back up through our root system, all the way up through our bodies and entering in at the heart. And again, we're just going to hold our heart for a moment. We're just going to be like, it's safe. This energy is safe. I know it feels super powerful, but it's safe power. We're going to receive it. Then from there, we're going to turn our attention to the crowns of our head, and we're going to allow that kind of trunk system to grow up from the top of our head. Again, we're not pushing. We're just going to allow it. We're going to allow universe to do the work that's just going to like lift it up off of the earth out into the cosmos. That beautiful canopy is going to unfurl, connecting into the various celestial bodies in the sky, sun, moon, stars, planets, or infinite flow, whatever works for you. And we're going to allow ourselves to receive from infinite source energy from the divine, traveling through our branch system, coming together in the center, coming down through that trunk, and entering in at our crown and moving down through the top half of our body, again, entering in our heart space. And we're just going to hold her and remind her she's safe as we receive this other form of infinite source power. Because these powers aren't here to take over us or override us. They're here to support us. So that's what we're receiving, is that support entering into our heart space and working together in beautiful companionship. These aren't opposing forces, these are companion forces. And we get to be on the receiving end of their power. So we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to invite power from both spaces to fill our heart. We're going to hold for a moment and then we're going to let go. So go ahead and inhale. Feel the stretch in your lungs. Hold that. Let the power fill you from top to bottom, from fingertip to toe. And then we're going to breathe, exhale slowly, releasing the anxiety. Good. Let's do this again. Go ahead and inhale. Feel the expansion in your lungs. Allow the light that you're calling in to go from beyond your body and fill your entire energetic space. Fill. We're receiving in peace and safety. And then we're going to exhale fear. Good. Letting that go. And then on the last one, go ahead and inhale. Feel that expansion in your lungs. And then I want you to let your light shine as powerfully and as far as it possibly can. Not our bubble. Keep your bubble at your fingertips. We're just letting the light shine like a lighthouse. And as far as it can go, we're not judging it. We're just letting it shine. We're releasing it into the world. Good. And then we're going to exhale. Letting go of the doubt. Letting go of the judgments. Just letting it all go. Beautiful. And from this space of groundedness, I want you to imagine your path. If the path that you're on right now were to have a scenery around it, what would it be? Do you find yourself on the edge of a cliff looking out of all the expanse in the horizon in front of you going, oh my gosh, I got to figure out how to get down the mountain? But do you find yourself already climbing down and you're partway and you're like, oh my gosh, where's the next handhold? Like, how do I do this? Do you see yourself maybe in the middle of a wood in a path? And is that path well trodden, meaning others have gone before you? Or do you kind of find yourself in the bush, maybe following a tiny game trail? Perhaps you've seen the expanse of your inner northern lights and you've taken a side journey and gotten lost on the way. Or perhaps your northern lights is just a flicker on the horizon. But wherever you are in your path, I just want you to picture it. I want you to place yourself there. So I want you to feel whatever it is beneath your feet, rock or soil. Maybe you're in a meadow. I want you to listen to the sounds around you. What do you hear? Are there animals? Is there wind? Is there something else? What do you feel against your face or your hands? What sensations are you reading that are coming to you? Is there any kind of smell in the air? We're just looking to get ourselves fully immersed in this place that represents the path that we are on, the path that we've been traveling. And if you look over your shoulder, maybe you see the places that you've come from. Maybe you can see all the way back to the beginning, or perhaps there's trees in your way and you can only see a hot little minute down the road. But I want you to pay attention. Yeah, I've come from somewhere. I'm not at the beginning, whatever the beginning was, but there's something behind me. And I want you to look ahead because there's something in front of you as well. Maybe you can see all the way down. Maybe you're in a meadow so you can see miles and miles and miles. Or maybe you're in a forest where you can only see until the next bend in the road. And we're not going to judge it. We're simply trying to get our bearings. That is what we're doing. We just want to know where we are on the path. Okay? Where are we? Where are we? And knowing where we are, I want you to invite safety into this space. Sometimes we can feel afraid being on a path because we're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I've been. Where's the tower? Where am I going to pee? Where am I going to get food? We start freaking out. No. We're going to bring that back to this path and we're going to choose into safety. choose into the knowing that being in the spot that I am on this path, I am enlightened enough, powerful enough, supported enough, and skilled enough, and all the other enoughs, I am enough to get myself to the next place that I want to go. And the first step of getting to the next place that I want to go is accepting where I am now. Because if I keep pretending I'm somewhere else, if I keep pretending I'm farther down the line, that's not going to get me where I want to go because I'm not there. I'm trying to make decisions on something that hasn't happened yet. I'm back here. I need to deal with what's right here. Or if I keep pretending that I'm behind, that I'm farther back than I should be, then I'm dealing with issues that are already taken care of. I'm dealing with stuff in the past, and that's not where I am. I'm right here, right now, in the present. So we're going to fully accept where we are right now, here in the present. So wherever you are on your path, I'm going to invite you to kneel or sit on the ground. And I want you to place your hands on the ground. I really want your hands involved in this. We're going to place our hands on the ground and we're going to express deep gratitude and acceptance for this path because this is our path. How incredible is it that we get our very own path to growth, to success, to joy, to all the things that we desire? It's our own path. And there are people who can help guide us on these paths, but it's mine, which means I don't have to compare it to anybody else's path. I don't have to do it their way. I can do it my way. I don't have to pursue the things they want. I can pursue the things that I want. How incredible is that? How powerful is that? So I invite you to place your hands on the ground and we're going to do some accepting. And so in your minds, I invite you to repeat these words. I accept where I am and where I am not. I accept what I've done and what I've left undone. I accept what I've faced and what I've hidden away or avoided. I accept my path and where I am on my path. And as you say these words, I invite you to allow gratitude to flow from your body and into the earth beneath you. I accept where I am and where I am not. I accept what I've done and what I've left undone. I accept what I've faced and what I've hidden away or avoided. I am grateful for my path and where I am on my path. And I want you to feel that acceptance in return, that your path accepts you, that your path rejoices in you, that your path supports you and is excited because it knows all the places that you're going to go next. So delicious, so amazing. So you're going to release the ground. And as you stand up, I want you to catch either a noise or a movement behind you. Not scary. Don't freak out. There aren't any sharks or spiders here. We're good. Okay. But as you turn around, I want you to see you, the former version of you. And this can be one you or it can be 100 yous. All the yous that have made decisions up until this point in time on the path, who are here to hand off to you a gift. And this gift is everything they've learned, everything they've brought with them, the power, the knowledge, the understanding. And they want to leave that with you as you move forward on this next space in your life. So I'm going to invite you to receive of their gift. And we're not going to judge their gift. It doesn't matter how big or small. It is a gift. It is knowledge. It is wisdom. It is experience. It is power. It is courage. Because this you or all of these yous are the children and girls and young women and women who have brought you to this moment in time. And so I invite you to put out your hands and to receive their gifts. And if you want to, put your hands on your own heart. We're just going to receive of their gifts into our heart. Receive of everything they've given us and everything they've done for us. And so in your mind, feel free to repeat after me. I accept who I am and who I am not. I accept what I've healed and what I haven't healed and what I may never heal. I accept all parts of me, the good, the ugly, what I love about me, and the parts I hide with shame and self judgment. I receive me. I accept it all and I receive it unto me. Okay. And I want you to give each of those versions of you, feel free to give her a hug. Or if there's like 100 of you, maybe you guys get in a big group hug. But I really want you or invite you to look at each of them and let them know, because sometimes we carry so much shame and so much judgment for our past selves because we're like, oh, why didn't you? But this isn't the place for that. There is no why didn't you? There is only what was chosen. And they did the best with what they knew, with the tools they had at that time. So I invite you to look into each of their eyes as you do this again. Look into their eyes and let them know, I accept you for who you are and who you are not. I accept what we've healed and what we haven't healed and what we may never heal. I accept all parts of you and me, the good, the bad, the ugly. I accept what we love about us, and we accept the parts that we hide with shame and self judgment. We accept all. I accept all of you, and I receive it unto me. And just receive. We're just going to receive acceptance for the path, acceptance for ourselves. Because acceptance isn't an energy of defeat. Acceptance is an energy of growth. When we have acceptance and gratitude for our moment, for where we are now, it actually allows us to break free of the judgments and shame and expectations of past culture and programming. Instead of that stuff going, oh, you're behind, or oh, you're off the path, that are making us stand still and hold and cry by a tree, when we can just accept that this is where I am. That's it. The glass isn't half full or half empty. The glass is just the glass. That's it. I accept it. We actually call back our power of direction and movement. Because again, we're not looking behind us to go, oh my gosh, I'm stuck back here. And we're not looking ahead of us to go, oh my gosh, I'm not there yet. We're just where we are right now. And with where I am right now, I have the power to turn right, left, sideways, diagonal, whatever the direction is that I need, and go, that is where I'm going. And then in accepting where I am now, I have the power to take the next step, to take the next step. So I'm going to thank all of your parts that showed up today for you. Thank you for showing up with your gifts. Thank you for offering your wisdom, experience, knowledge, and love. Thank you. Thank you for the choices that you made that led to this place where we are today. And thank you for every other choice that taught us that's not where we want to go. Okay. We thank you. And I want to express gratitude to your path for being on this journey, for holding up your feet, and for leading you to this moment here with me today. I'm so grateful that your path crossed with my path, that we can have this celebration in this moment and journey together for this period of time. Because while we all have our own paths, right now they've converged. How amazing is that? I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. So thank you. So with that, go ahead and take a deep inhale. Receiving, 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 and then exhale slowly. And when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes.